Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video and another episode of my MotoGP 19 mod career mode here today for the penultimate race of the season and the penultimate episode of the entire series. Here today for the Malaysian Grand Prix, round 18 out of 19. If you guys missed round 17 for the last race, guys, at Phillip Island, check out the race by clicking on the card in the top right hand corner of your screen before I get into any further spoilers for this episode, because this one is a big one. So, on the right hand side of the screen you can see we are first in the championship, 329 points to my name. We also have 122,000 points in terms of R&D points in terms to use if we need them in this episode. However, let's look at the standings, because we can mathematically win the championship this race, and it's very simple. Dovi has to outscore me by 7, well in this case 8 points basically, and Dovi has to win and I have to finish, I believe, 3rd or lower. So basically, if I finish second this race and Dovi wins, then I'm the champion. So the task is simple. Pretty much, as long as I'm on the podium, I've got a pretty good chance of winning the championship. Dovi has to win the race, first of all, and then we'll take it from there. But let's see what happens. The pressure is on. First of all, though, we're going to jump into Friday practice and get the R&D programs done, just in case we need some extra R&D points to spend going into the last race. And then we're going to try and set a lap good enough to get us straight to Q2. So with that being said, let's jump into it here and let's see how it goes. And first of all, let's tackle practice. Okay, so the test results are in. We've scored pretty much the maximum score, so very good session for us. And I think the lap I've set is already quick enough, but I can go a little bit quicker. So we are going to try and improve. I'll show you guys right now so you get an idea. But we are fast around here, very, very fast. I always have been around this circuit. And we're currently 2 seconds up on the nearest bike. In this case, Valentino Rossi. So things are looking good. I'm going to try and improve. There's a lot of time to find that lap. You know, my first 3 sectors were incredible, but then I backed off in the final sector. So I know I can find some time there. So let's just jump into it and let's try and get into the low 154s. Ooh. Well, that didn't go according to plan. Very surprised how the back end came around there. Very surprised. We're going to pit in probably and get the bike fixed up and try again. Right, I'm absolutely flying. I'm 2.5 tenths up after 3 sectors, and this is where I actually backed off. So I'm gonna, back off a little bit again. I'm not gonna push too hard here because I also had to crash last time. I took a wild line, lose a little bit of lap time. I don't really care too much. A little short shift there. We're still going to improve nonetheless. So here we go, up to the line. Are we going to improve? Actually, I think I've messed it up. Okay, I've messed it up right at the end there, but still, nonetheless, my current lap's fast enough, so I don't really need to go much faster, to be honest. There's a lot of pace in the tank. A 53's in there quite easily, but I'm just not showing it just yet as we have the most unique crash in MotoGP history. Right, let's jump with the qualifying. Okay, here we are then, straight into Q2 as expected, no dramas whatsoever, and we're going to make it a very simple, straightforward session. So let's jump into it, let's get the job done, and let's secure the pole position. bit of contact there. More contact with Iannone. That's going to cost me a little bit of time, but we're still pretty quick on this lap. I hate that final corner so much, I can never seem to get it right, but either way, towards the end of the lap then, here we go. That's the first time I've actually gone at full speed into the final sector and just easily into the 153s, 53.6. I can go faster than that due to the contact with Iannone. There's more time to come off, and also I made a little mistake at turn 1, so let's try and get that lap time down a little bit. Okay, that time we actually managed to get it slowed down there for the final corner. Dare I say, a little bit too early on the brakes, and we don't improve 54.0, so it wasn't necessarily the fastest line. That's not the best line. Well, that's that. Qualifying is done. That lap through 53.6 will have to do, even though it was nowhere near my best. It will have to do. Right, so there we have it then. Pole position confirmed for Sepang. Over 3 seconds quicker than the nearest bike in the form of Maverick Viñales. Really straightforward session. No one really set a good lap in that session. You can see the AR there. There's 2 seconds difference between Viñales and his teammate Valentino Rossi. And Rossi was actually second quickest with a 56.2, I think, in practice. So really inconsistent lap times from the AR. I'm expecting them to go a lot faster in the race. But crucially, Dovi down in P7. And we look really quick around here. So it's looking unanimous. And I'm definitely looking the favourite here to wrap this up. So without further ado, let's jump into the race. And let's win this championship.
We're live from the starting grid, where the cameras are lingering on the favourite riders for today. A few minutes to go and finally the spectacle will begin.
Indeed, the spectacle will begin. A spectacle with inverted commas, because I'm hoping and I'm expecting this to be a whitewash. But we will see what happens here. We've still got to try and get the job done, be professional and win the race. In terms of the tyres, Sepang is a notoriously hard tyre degradation circuit. So we are going to go for the medium front, hard rear for this one. Actually, I might even go hard front as well, to be honest. And really be careful with the front tyres, because I tend to use the front a lot around here compared to other circuits. With that being said though, we start from pole. Dovi's already down a P7. I'm expecting him to get a good start, as he always does, but let's try and get a good start of our own and try and hold on to that first place down to the first corner. It's time for the penultimate race of the season for the Malaysian Grand Prix.
The Sepang track is ready to welcome this latest edition of the Malaysian Grand Prix. Just a few moments to go until the riders battle away on track.
Right, here we go. The 5 red lights come on here at Malaysia. The penultimate race of the season. Lights out and away we go. Let's try and get a good launch. As usual, the first phase is not great. Oh my god, Dovi with an incredible start on the Ducati there. Iannone as well getting a good start. We're going to go down the inside though at turn 1, late on the brakes. Dovi with a switchback, but that's okay. We'll come back underneath towards turn 2. Iannone on the Aprilia up to P3. What an incredible start from the Italian rider there. We're going to go around the outside of Iannone here if we can. But what a start from him. Dovi as well, incredible start. And just like that, we have a race on our hands. But right now, if things finish here as they are right now, we'll win the championship, because this is good enough for us. Because as things stand, Dovi needs to outscore me by 8 points. And the gap between first and second in terms of the points in MotoGP isn't like F1 where it's 7 points, it's 5. So you get 25 for a win and 20 for second place. So it would be a 5-point swing in my direction. As we go down the inside of Dovi here at the double rights. A bit wider at the second one. We're going to have to be careful getting the power down over this curb. Dovi getting a good exit. We go down the inside. Yes, he does. I have to pull up. Oh dear. That's risky. A little bit of contact there with Dovi, but almost went down. Just keep our head down here and try and keep working at this. Second place, like I said, is good enough. So all we've got to do realistically is follow Dovi this race. We don't have to take any risks and play it safe. Make sure no one gets underneath me, because once one person gets by, they always have to get by at once. So you want to try and avoid that if possible. This is a tricky corner for me. This is probably my worst corner on the circuit. This kind of long right. The AI to take a very shallow line. So right, looks like lap one's good though. And so far, no complaints. Now we've got to tackle this final corner, which is probably my other weakest corner on the entire circuit, which I can never seem to get right. I take a very wide line, which is seemingly my preference. But this time we seem to come away okay and actually not too much trouble there. So there we go, lap one in the books. So far, so good. Oh, that was a big one there, gee whiz. A little bit of poo came out. That was a big dip on the front end there through turn 2. Got away quite luckily there. The hard tire definitely making the difference there in terms of how much I can push into that corner. That was a big moment. Luckily we come away unscathed and we're still sitting pretty in P2. We've got a nice little gap now behind us. Viñales, Rossi and Inone do battle for P3. Zarco's dropped down all the way down to P18. He was starting in P9, so he's had a poor start. Some kind of issue as we get a good run out of the right-hander there. This is run quite strong. Sector 2 and Sector 3. We hit the back of Dovi there. He's going very, very slow, to be honest. I'm not even used to going that slow. Good exit there. Getting a nice toe from Dovi. Can we send one down the inside? Return the favour from the last lap. I'm very shallow. Stand her up nice and early. There we go. Inside line. Job done. And we are in front of Dovi for now. Although I'm on the wide line here. Dovi's trying to get down the inside. And he just about gets it. Got to leave him the room. Oh, bit of contact there. Into the left. More contact. It's getting very fusty up here for the battle for the lead. I'm wide, I'm wide, I'm wide. Come on, get it down. Dovi's on the inside line though. Stand her up. Come on, second gear. Give me that drive. Didn't really work out as nice as I would like it, to be fair. At the minute, Dovi is he's wanting to win the race at least. It's giving me a good fight for now, but I'm guessing the tyres will also play a factor here, and they will come to me later on in the Grand Prix. Oh my god. Wow. So much speed through there. I'm on the grass though, on the curb. I can't really push the brake zone, but again, another example where I gain time to the AI. We're going to get a good switch back there on Dovi. Can we go on the outside? I'm turning in too late there, unfortunately. But we are going to keep the pressure on through this entire section now. This is where I'm pretty strong. Open up the line a little bit. Bring it back across. There we go. Good exit. And that's job done. We're going to make the pass easily there as we go around the outside. And now I'd say we've got first place. That's a good exit. Job done. There we go. Now we've got the gap. Right, we're just starting to set the pace a little bit now. The hards are starting to come into their own as we set the fast up of the Grand Prix, 55.8. Definitely nowhere near as much confidence on these hards as there were on the softs, but it's the long game here because the tyres do suffer a lot around this circuit, and you guys saw before that moment I had through turn 2 how these tyres are, so you've got to be more careful with these, but they do feel quite consistent now, which is good. Just a little bit less grippy and a little bit longer to get the power down, but we are starting to really get a gap out to Dovi now, and it's looking pretty unanimous. Let's just keep it nice and cool though, make no mistakes and try and bring it home, because right now I'd love to win the championship but also winning the race at the same time. That'd be the best way to do it here at Sepang. So let's keep our head cool. We're still, you know, relatively half race distance, so still a long way to go yet. There we go, 54.8. Pace is starting to quicken. Confidence is starting to show on these tyres. And it's looking unanimous. Okay then, so here we go out the final corner. And we're going to go on to the final lap of the race here for the championship at 54.4. I think that's the fastest lap of the Grand Prix actually, so we're still going at a strong pace. There we go. But let's bring it home. Last lap of the race for the championship. We missed out last season with the Aprilia, but not this year with the KTM. Here we go then. Onto the back straight for the final time here on lap number 9. Like I said, last season we missed out on the Aprilia. This year though, we signed for Tech3 KTM, the new team on the block kind of, and it's paid off beautifully. Out the final corner then, I've got no one near me, so I'm going to try and attempt a really bad wheelie here, and there we go. Over the line. Just cross the line please. No, maybe not. We'll try again. Over the line. Let's try and end it on a wheelie if we can. There we go. That'll do. We'll take that. There we go. World champions. Job done. What a performance. Really dominant race. And we had a nice gap there to Dovi at the end. All really comfortable. Very much under control. But we've won the championship in our final season. What a race. And there we have it then. In the end, Dovi tried. He did get second place after qualifying P7, but it wasn't enough. Then we got both of the Yamahas. Rossi actually getting onto the podium ahead of Vinales. Then we got Marquez and Lorenzo, Rins and Zarco, and Joan Mir rounding out the top 9. In terms of those outside of the top 9, we do have Iannone, Miller, Crutchlow, Petrucci, Bagnaia, and Polispargro scoring the final point. In terms of the Riders' Championship, though, we are now mathematically out of reach, and we are World Riders' Champion here in MotoGP, picking up the championship here with 1 race to spare, and the Dovi is going to be runner-up in this year's championship. In terms of the Constructors, we are also looking mathematically good to win it for KTM, as Zarco's done a good job on the works machine as well to bring the points home for them. And in terms of the Team Championship, we are looking nailed on for P4, that's guaranteed, and also Yamaha now breaking the 500 point barrier. They're looking nailed on to win the Team Championship. With that being said though, guys, that is it for the race, guys, and we are the champions. If you did enjoy the video, drop a like and also get subscribed for daily Formula 1 and MotoGP content and turn notifications to not miss a video from me. Finally, check out these 2 videos on your screen if you have missed them. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next episode very soon for the finale, but until then, it's goodbye from me.